Today I have 15 new Minecraft seeds that may be perfect for your new world. We'll see some incredible structures, beautiful terrain, and much more. Remember to stay tuned to the end of the video for this week's mystery seed. Last week I featured a jungle village mystery seed for this comment. Alright, let's see if one of today's seeds is the one you were looking for. This seed looks absolutely wild. I've always loved the look of tall woodland mansions, so finding one like this was awesome. Just as a reminder, I play on Java Edition. Seeds on Java Edition and Bedrock Edition have the same terrain, but structures do not generate the same. So structures like mansions or villages in today's video will only be found on Java Edition. There's this Batcave style opening built right into the mansion's foundation that looks incredible, and the roof of this one is up at Y level 211, with the terrain and trees above it reaching up to level 240. So it's not the tallest mansion I've ever found, but it's still enormous. What really makes this seed special to me though is everything around the mansion. You've got a shipwreck nearby where you can see the towering mansion in the background, and it even mixes in some different wood types, which is pretty cool. Plus that nearby village is just fantastic too. I've always loved villages floating on water, and having this huge mansion standing behind it just makes it look even more incredible. There really is so much to like about this seed. The spawn valley in this seed could be a perfect place to build. It sits between some stony and jagged peaks with a mix of biomes like the meadow, the forest, and even a mini pale garden. I can picture some amazing builds stretching all the way through this area, with the mountains adding some great scenery. Maybe even connecting to the village at the end of the valley. There are just so many possibilities here. Well, you've really done it this time. Crash your ship right into this island. And judging by how it's sitting sideways like that, it wasn't exactly a smooth landing. Now you're stuck here trying to survive on the island. There are plenty of trees around, and the land sits a bit elevated above the ocean, so it's not a bad place to start. And hey, it could have been worse. You could have crashed into those icebergs nearby. All things considered, I'm sure you'll make the best of it here. This seed is absolutely stunning. You spawn right in a cherry grove biome, and there's even a village here too. You know, I've always loved the look of cherry grove villages, so that alone makes it worth checking out, but everything else here just takes it to another level. The mountain background behind the cherry grove looks incredible, and the valley leading to a nearby ocean is just fantastic. The natural scenery here makes the build possibilities pretty much endless, so I've got to ask, what would you build in a spot like this? I found this really cool woodland mansion island seed. Isolated mansion islands are some of my favorite kinds of seeds to find, just because they're pretty rare, so it always feels a bit rewarding when I find a decent one. It's just all alone out here, with the exception of a couple small scattered islands nearby, and my favorite part about this one is that it generates with a bamboo jungle. Just an awesome looking island all around. This week I created a members only video with 5 woodland mansion seeds. If you'd like to support the channel a bit more while getting access to exclusive perks like members only videos, click the join button below to learn all about that. I don't usually search for jungle seeds, but finding one like this might change that for me. This place looks awesome. The small cliffs covered in bamboo look amazing, and those stony peaks make for such a cool backdrop. It may take a while to clear out, or you could just build around some of it, but this spot could be a really cool place for a build. You could even incorporate the temple into your build. There's some serious potential here. The mountain at spawn in this seed looks pretty cool. It's got some really pointy peaks, and below them is this little area that could be used to build a secret base or something. Alternatively, you could use the mountain just as a nice backdrop for a build. This plains area here is a great spot to build, especially with the river nearby, or you could clear out some of the forest on the other side and build here too. Sometimes the natural Minecraft terrain just sets you up perfectly for a build. I really like this little Plains Village starter island here. Island villages are probably the type of seed I search for most often because they just make for such a great starting point. You can choose to settle right on the island and expand, or just use it as a simple, easy place to get started before leaving. On this one, we just get that little Plains island with a couple buildings and paths out in the ocean. It's just a peaceful spot to start off a new world. Every week I create a new video with never before seen Minecraft seeds. If you're enjoying this one, subscribe and click the bell so you'll always be notified whenever I make a new video with more great Minecraft seeds. This probably isn't a seed you pick for a regular survival world unless you're looking for a challenge or unique build idea, but it definitely looks really interesting. I mean, everything here just combines to look pretty wild. The mountains and cliffs create some amazing terrain, and the village scattered from the water all the way up to the cliff top looks awesome. Of course, the shipwreck sticking out of the cliffs like this is my favorite thing about all of this. It looks pretty cool. But yeah, just a crazy looking spawn here. This seed has repeating mineshafts that stretch across the entire world, and this may not even be my favorite thing about it. Because you spawn into the world here in a jungle near some badlands in a savanna, and underground nearby you can find a stronghold. On screen you can see the coordinates to the portal room for this one, which has no eyes, so you have to do a bit of work. But I mean, having a stronghold so close to spawn is just awesome. Beneath the stronghold, the repeating lava pools are a clear sign that this seed has some cave generation repeating across the world. The same glitch that creates those endless mine shafts. When you look at the map, you can see those different sections of lines of mine shafts throughout the world. The closest mine shafts near spawn are underneath the ocean, and you can see they just go on forever until you reach the world border. These glitched mineshaft seeds always just look awesome. This lake village seed looks absolutely amazing. It probably comes as no surprise to my longtime viewers that I really like the look of these. You spawn into this one over here near some Badlands terrain. You can see the eroded Badlands nearby, and the wooded Badlands over there may be worth checking out. The lake village itself is just a short walk away, but you may want to check out the desert temple sitting right beside it first. It's tough to pass up some free loot from those 4 chests inside. Floating desert villages really stand out against the water, and I like this one because it connects to the land here for some easy access. And it nearly reaches all the way across the water too, but the house ends the pass just a bit early. There are even a couple paths that almost reach the land in different spots too. And of course, having a blacksmith here is a nice addition too. Overall, it's just a really awesome spot to have close to spawn. Just a reminder that I make a blog for every seed compilation video I make, with all the seeds and coordinates in one handy place for you. Check it out after watching the video by clicking the link in the description or pinned comment. The woodland mansion near spawn in this seed is fairly hidden and you may miss it. That's because you spawn in this dark forest biome, and the mountains and other crazy terrain may catch your attention first. If you wander off in the wrong direction, you may not even notice the mansion. But since I told you about it, or if you load into the world yourself and see it, you'll know exactly why I think it looks incredible. Terrain covers lots of the front of the mansion, and it does appear too with waterfalls as well. The entrance stretches down much of the cliffside, and the mountain rising above looks awesome. Plus, it's great inside too, because I found some alleys on the first floor, an arena room on the second floor, along with random pieces of terrain like this throughout, and that terrain actually continues up to the top floor by blocking off the hallway. And there's also this hidden spider spawner room up here too. The Vindicators and Evokers picked a great place to decide to call home, just such a unique location. Mesa biomes have been around for about 12 years now in Minecraft, first added all the way back in version 1.7.2. But even after all these years, I still love finding seeds with the modern day Badlands at spawn. This one blends together with some stony peaks to create an amazing mountain landscape. That section of Badlands between the stony peaks looks absolutely incredible, and all the different biomes in this area combine to create an awesome spot. Plus, adding the hillside village over here really caps off how great this whole spawn area looks. Just an incredible place to spawn into a new world. I found this mountain circle seed and it looks incredible. The valley in the middle has both a cherry grove and a village. Frozen peaks make up the mountain range, and the cherry grove takes up most of the middle, but there's also a bit of plains biome here too. The village climbs up the mountainside, and I really like how the buildings look up here. Plus, having a blacksmith is great, and having houses in the cherry grove always looks cool. Overall, the whole area just comes together to look great. This Minecraft seed has the closest working end portal I've ever personally found. You start out in a coastal dark forest biome, and after traveling just a little over 500 blocks through sections of dark forest and birch forest, you'll end up right above the stronghold. Underground, beneath some layers of lush cave, you'll be able to find the portal room. According to a few different calculators, the distance is about 530 blocks if you count the Y levels, or around 513 if you don't. What's interesting here, obviously, is that only 2 of the portal frames are active, likely because of a mix between a 12-eye portal generation and overlapping chunks creating the other sections of the portal. But either way, it's still a working end portal that you can use to get to the end, and it's the closest working one I've ever found near spawn. For more great Minecraft seeds, check out one of the videos on screen now, and remember to check out this week's mystery seed. Comment what you'd like to see, and maybe it'll be in next week's video. Alright, thanks for watching. I'm out of here. See ya.